Good evening, good evening, good evening. I wonder if anybody will come over here because I know I said I wasn't going to come online tonight, but you know, I had to come half an hour. I have something to talk about. I said no, so I me come talk to my people then. Anybody there here tonight? Do we have anyone here tonight? As I come in, just click on the like button and share the live so the others can know that we are here. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Munchibi Talks Politics with your girl, Munchibi. This is just gonna be half an hour, just a quick follow up. One thing we are address, one story we are address, and we'll leave. Yes, exactly, lifestyle. That me come for address. The toilet paper gleaner. The toilet paper gleaner make me have to come online tonight. Share the live, guys, and make the people know me there. Half an hour me I stay. Half an hour, so I share the live, cause the toilet paper gleaner take me out of my bed tonight. If you're not looking at my face, you can't see sleep still in my eyes, because I've been sleeping all day because it has been raining all day. And so when it a rain, we sleep. Yes, Carlton. Yes, Clifton. Yes, Travis. Yes, Don. Yes, Katie. Yes, with wife style politics. Please share the live in the WhatsApp group. We have half an hour. We have something to talk about tonight. And if I don't address it tonight, I'm pretty sure me I go forget by Monday. So no come. No, Anjo wellness that live, yeah. Anjo give I a message to all the young people who no used to progress, who no ban can see no progress. And they will lick them with, and they will double up the minimum wage. Good night, Rowan. Good night, Wendy. Bless up, bless up. Please share the live. We're gonna start when we have 100 persons. So click on the like button, please. We're not stay long tonight. Half an hour. Watch me. Clap me. Make me know when we reach half an hour, please. Increase pay for and you double up the minimum wage. And you double up the minimum wage. Feel we broke God in Banya. Share the live, guys, and get us to 100. We're gonna start when we reach 100. The others can watch the video when we post it. While we bring down the and Angel bring back the peace and love. Bro, God bring back the peace and love. Not Tapanaris, not there again, no Braka Master, not there again. Everybody have a job. And that bro got everybody working. And we took them with the new STEM school. Labor rights are no fool. Labor rights are no fool. Not a panaris, not there again, nothing sack boss. Now we no election. Oh, and to everybody have a job. Good night, Linda. Please share the live. No, Linda, I slept all day. It was raining all day. Walipa rain in central Manchester. Lots and lots of rain in central Manchester. And I saw some videos on TikTok where it was raining in Spanish Town as well. And to bring back the country. Yeah. Good night, good night, good night. So we have 100 people. I'm telling you, I'm not itch, I'm not draw the thing. So last night on our program, we discussed the story that was in the toilet paper gleaner about the patient complaining to the gleaner and to the media about the dialysis equipment failure at UWI. Now remember that topic that we spent a long time on it, almost 45 minutes. So let me kind of refresh on the mind. So apparently a patient went to the Gleaner to complain about the standard of the renal department at UWI about the dialysis machine and the condition of the place in UWI. And the patient was complaining that because of the bad condition and the equipment breaking down, it is jeopardizing her health, right? And remember, guys, I came out very strong and I told you guys that the system is being sabotaged by the PNP doctors and the doctors at UWI that have them private practice. I spent a long time on it and I was explaining to you guys that the government is trying and the government is buying up equipment and everything, but the persons that work in the hospital, they are the ones that are single-handedly sabotaging the system. Now, in 2007, when Bruce Gordon won the election and started, and we had free healthcare, no pay and everything. Remember, the PNP was against it, because the PNP said that we could not afford not to collect from the people of Jamaica because they need the money to upgrade the system. Even though under the 18 and a half years of Percival Noel James Pattison and the 4 years of Portia Simpson Miller, the PNP administration has been collecting a fee from the people of Jamaica to use the hospitals, and the conditions were deplorable. No equipment, they couldn't pay the doctors. You don't know already, we go through it every single night. Now, when I saw the article, I come out strong. You know, remember last night, I come out strong and I telling you, say, is the doctor. Now, the toilet paper Gleaner now, guys. The toilet paper Gleaner. No, I am not going to blame the person that went to the Gleaner to give our story and fear side of the story. I not blame the person. You know why? Because I believe the person. Yeah, man. Some people say to me, say, Munchi, maybe I want PNP woman and she try to make problem. No, me believe her because me experience the health system in my country. My family, other people, lot of people, it is widely documented all over social media, all the nurses and the doctors treat Jamaican people, poor people at UWI and at Public, at Cornwall Regional and all across the 14 parishes of Jamaica. It is widely documented. So of course, me believe the lady. Maybe I know she wasn't lying. But when the Gleaner post the story, over 400 persons in the diaspora and in Jamaica commented under the post, and 90% of them was tearing down the country and tearing down Jamaica and tearing down the Andrew Holness-led administration and tearing down Minister Tufton and talk about the healthcare system in Jamaica is in shambles and how people dying and this and that. And don't get me wrong, I for no, me not delusional. Me know say the health system in our country is not perfect. I know that we have struggles. I know that the government cannot buy all the equipment that we need. I know that the government cannot pay the doctors and the nurses what they deserve. I know this. I am not delusional and I'm not making any excuses. But where my part ways with the conversation is the part when the people in diaspora and the wicked, ungrateful PNP people pretending like this government under Andrew Michael Holness have not invested heavily to improve the healthcare system in our country. Our government, we know this, we talk about this every night on various platforms. The amount of hospitals where we are built, the amount of health center where we are renovate and staff and buy equipment. We remove the fees so that people can go to the hospital instead of staying home and die like what they used to do under PNP. So of course, the system improve. And the system, the health system in Jamaica consists of Jamaican people, CEO, nurses, and doctor, and a government run the hospitals. And a Minister Tufton running the hospital we have a CEO, we have a management staff, come down to the nurses, come down to the sister nurses, come down to the head of the doctor department, come down to the person who work the equipment. It is a system. Is a structure, is a system, and have system in place. And a minister tough than I wake up a morning time and put on in gun and go at the healthcare system, go run it. We have people in charge, we have CEO, we have all those persons that are being paid millions of dollars to run our healthcare system in our country. Now, when the person went to the Gleaner to give her story, if the Gleaner did a journalism work like back in the days, the Gleaner would have take up themselves and go up a UE, go do them proper investigation and speak with the CEO and the head of the renal department to get a balanced story and to put out an accurate story. But because the Gleaner is a blogging site now, and because the Gleaner is doing the PNP dirty work, the Gleaner just run with the story without doing any due diligence and without back up try to find out if what the lady is saying is true. When the lady went to the Gleaner to give her story, if the Gleaner was doing journalism work, if the Gleaner was doing real journalism work, and if the editor of the Gleaner was really doing real editorial work, they would have gone at their vehicle and they would have go up a UE and they would have do their due diligence and do the interview and do find out if what the lady was said is true or get proper context to the story. What is this? What is the loud song? Get proper context to the story. But of course, they didn't do that. Because it was the Gleaner, anything negative to tear down Jamaica and to make the party look bad, the Gleaner is going to run with it. The Gleaner has become so biased. Anything negative to tear down the country and to make the government look bad, the Gleaner is ahead of the game. So I am not surprised. I am not surprised, and nobody is surprised that the Gleaner did not do their due diligence. No, this morning now, when I wake up, I'm go up on Facebook, and me happen to be scrolling on the Gleaner, I saw that the Gleaner had to do a follow-up story. The Gleaner had to do a follow-up story, guys. And when I saw the story, I said, no, man, I have to bring this to my people, them. Because when I come on my platform, I talk about certain things, you know. Some I want to text in the comment section and say, oh, Munchi, yeah, tear down the doctor, them. Oh, Munchi, you're being biased. I'm here telling us when me open my mouth for talk, 90% of the things, them, when me talk, are facts. 90% of the things that want to see me bring to no ear. So because me know I do my local research. Now the Gleaner did a story, then posted 12 hours ago. Here's the headline of the story. UE denies renal unit failure amid patients' outcry. When you hear the head of I'm heading for the story. UE denies renal unit failures amid patient outcry. All right. So look like say the head of look like it was the head of the hospital reach out to the Gleaner. I don't even think of the Gleaner go up with a follow-up story. I think it was the CEO of the university hospital called the Gleaner to set the record straight. Hear the story now, people. Hear the story now. The University Hospital of the West Indies is refuting claims by some of the dialysis patients that deteriorating conditions and a lack of resources at the facilities renal unit are jeopardizing their health and well-being. While describing the situation as a disaster, chief among the patients' growing concern. Wait. Why you something missing so? Wait, start over back. Yeah. All right. Listen now. While describing the situation as disaster, chief among the patient's growing concerns were the constant malfunctioning of dialysis machine and the water treatment unit, along with a general shortage of resources. Patients say these issues often result in them being turned away when they arrive for treatment. In a story published yesterday, Gleaner frustrates in a story published yesterday's Gleaner, frustrated patients who spoke on conditions of anonymity for fear of retaliation, raise concerns about the health risk posed by delayed treatment. They also complain about unsanitary conditions of the unit. All right, here and now, this is the hospital now. However, in a statement issued yesterday, UWI dismissed the claim despite public relations and communication manager Kerry-Ann Robinson telling the Gleaner on Wednesday that the hospital was investigating the patient's allegations. We acknowledge that no healthcare system is without challenges, but we reject the notion that UWI is failing its renal patients. Instead, we stand firm on our dedication to continuous improvement, patient engagement, and high quality sustaining care at UWI dialysis. We ensure that no patient needing emergency dialysis is turned away, the statement read. You hear that? The statement come from the head of the UWI. Remember, I know the lady go complain to the Gleaner, and before the Gleaner call the head of the UWI and ask, they run with the story. So the lady had to put out for her own statement. You hear what she said? All right, listen to the part here now. Dialysis is a life-sustaining treatment for individuals with kidney failure, acting as an artificial kidney to filter blood, remove waste and excess fluid, and maintain electrolyte balance and blood pressure. It alleviates symptoms and improves the quality of life. According to the patients, however, the reliability and quality of care at the UWI have significantly declined, particularly over the past 2 years. Every week, that's how the patient has said this now. Every week, there is different problem. Either the pump is down or there is an issue with the acid or fluid. It's unpredictable and the unit can shut down at any time, one patient told the Gleaner. If you complain, they take it out on you when you return for treatment. The standard has dropped badly, another patient said, noting that machines breakdowns are common and often not communicated in advance, leaving patients stranded without treatment. All right. One patient described the situation as especially disheartening for those who struggle to afford the $7,500 per session payment, only to be denied care due to equipment or supply shortment. Listen this now clearly now, people, Jamaica and diaspora. You don't need to do no research and don't listen to the Gleaner alone. The Gleaner is a propaganda machine from the People's National Party. Hear what the head of the University of the Hospital said to the Gleaner today. In the statement, UWI did not indicate whether the patient's report of frequent malfunctions and treatment disruption were accurate. It also did not directly address the allegations of insufficient supplies, including needles and line. However, listen to this. However, the hospital noted that it currently has 21 functioning dialysis units. Want to hear that? 21 functioning dialysis unit is at the University of the Hospital. Now, no tell me now, based on what the Gleaner say, uno coulda think say a 21 dialysis machine they are UWI? Uno tell me, based on how the Gleaner and the diaspora tear down Jamaica and tear down the healthcare system in Jamaica, anyone who could assume or even thinking on a mind say we have 21 dialysis units working at the University of the Hospital? Eh? And why the Gleaner never put as the heading say 21 dialysis machine working at the University of the Hospital? You have to go way down. You know so long me I read to get to the point where we want to reach? You know so how much paragraph me read before me get to the substantive part of the conversation? The University Hospital has 21 dialysis machine active at the University of the Hospital. You know so the Gleaner wicked? 21, Mark Stewart. 20, according to the head of the University of the Hospital, 21 functioning dialysis unit with 3 others undergoing repair. 21 dialysis machine at the University of the Hospital. So when you hear me come here last night and tell you, say, is the doctor them and the people them who operate the machine a sabotage and undermine the healthcare system. Me don't want to come in my inbox and tell me about how me I criticize doctor. Me I talk facts. Me I talk facts. 21 dialysis machine at the University of the Hospital that was purchased by the government of Jamaica. 21 dialysis machine. I want to hear the Gleaner run out and a post story about how people, some people that if the Gleaner reporter they do their due diligence, so want to put out a fake news there. But because the Gleaner is working on behalf of the People's National Party, we have to do our own research. To date, 21 dialysis units at the University of the Hospital, and the PNP and the Gleaner. I don't do a stay in a diaspora and tear down the country, one at the government now do nothing. And the Percival time, they not even they have one renal unit. And the Percival time, they didn't even have a unit where they have dialysis. They used to just do the dialysis and think on what 7 on the back. Only IC patients alone used to have access to dialysis machine in a Percival time. All of this happened since Andrew Michael Owens farm government. They built out and renovated the dialysis department and equipped it with 21 dialysis machine. Working, Tony, according to the article. No, go and go read it. 21 functioning dialysis unit with 3 undergoing repair. You said the renal unit serves 35 to 40 patients daily, in addition to 2 to 3 ICU patients with complex medical surgical need. It operates on a 24-hour basis from Monday to Sunday, delivering over 210 dialysis sessions weekly and approximately 840 monthly, the hospital reported. You know hear that? You hear that? You know that things are not now go on in Jamaica when you listen to the Gleaner and the People's National Party. Based on all the PNP and the Gleaner put out story, you know things are not now go on in Jamaica. 21 functioning dialysis unit at the University of the Hospital. If the toilet paper Gleaner, they do them due diligence, they want to put out that story. At least if they even put out the story, they would have put context to it. And I want to tell you something, Jamaica. Under the first story where the Gleaner post, over 300 and odd person comment. You see that follow-up story here? 35 people comment. 35 persons comment under the follow-up story, because anything negative, the PNP and the diaspora run with it. But when a positive news about the country, you don't see them nowhere. When a positive news about the country, the comment section empty. Anytime I something negative to tear down Jamaica and to post Jamaica in a negative light, the drunk them run around to come eat up dead meat. 35 persons comment under the post because they don't like the good news, and the Gleaner hide the information way down in the story. You know so long me I read before me get to the meat of the matter too, no? You know so much paragraph me have to read before me could have tell you say a 21 functioning unit at the University of the Hospital, because I saw the Gleaner stay. So the Gleaner stay. Then I put out good news. The hospital water treatment system, a critical component of dialysis care, is an upgrade. You hear that? Listen to the part here, guys. You can never hear this from the PNP media, you know. Listen this when I told you guys that it is the Andrew Michael Owens, Minister Tufton, who upgraded the dialysis department at UWI. And make up story, me I tell you no facts. Listen this part. The hospital water treatment system, a critical component of dialysis care, is an upgraded and rigorous maintained system. You hear that? Upgraded and rigorously maintained system. Them have a team just for that section there alone. Them have a team just for that system there alone to make sure that it is maintained and kept in high standard. But you don't know how to hear this from the Gleaner. The Gleaner hide this part way down in the story. They put the negative at the top. The hospital water treatment system, a critical component of dialysis care. It is an upgraded and rigorously maintained system with scheduled preventative maintenance and emergency response plan. Let me tell you now, you will added, noting that the most recent, listen to this now, Jamaica, the most recent service was performed on April 5th. You tell me now if the Gleaner no wicked. You tell me now, Jamaica, if the Gleaner no wicked. The head of the hospital say at April 5th, the water treatment system was maintained. April 5th. And the People's National Party led paper known as the Comrade Toilet Paper Gleaner put out this story, and they did not take the time to go at you and interview and do them due diligence because they want to tear down Jamaica and they want to post Jamaica in a negative light. And at Percival, we did not have a renal dialysis unit. We had 2 little dialysis machine. We go up and walk for with a dialysis care. That is it. We didn't have a designated space. All this renovation and this build out was done under Christopher Tufton. All this equipment was purchased under Andrew Michael Holness and renovated and maintained under Andrew Michael Holness. None was in place under Percival. None was in place under Portia Simpson Miller. This system was put in place and properly funded and maintained because of the policies of Andrew Michael Holness. And hear the lady say it. Hear the CEO and the chairman say it. April 5th was the last time. The hospital said that maintenance work did not affect patient care, and those original scheduled for dialysis on April 5th were treated on April 4 with overnight session to ensure continuity. You hear that? Because they plan to maintain the system on April 5th, then push it up to April 4, and everybody got the dialysis treatment on the 4th of April, right through the night. Right through the night. Look here. We have work to do, you know. We have work to do to spread the message. We cannot depend on the mainstream media. We cannot depend on the mainstream media to put out the facts. We have to do our own research and do it ourselves. If the CEO never call out the blatant hypocrisy from the Gleaner, they would not have done this follow-up story. And then make sure they put one little stupid headline. If the head of the hospital never send a statement to them, they want to do the follow-up story here and set the record straight. University of the Hospital stated that all emergency were appropriately managed and contingency plan was in place. It also outlined several measures implemented to enhance service delivery, including the hiring of a dedicated biotechnology technician and support team to ensure a timely machine servicing and diagnostic. You hear that? You hear that? You couldn't tell. You couldn't figure out this by yourself if you never read the story. These are the things that we have to highlight when we come on social media. Us as persons and supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, these are the things that we have to highlight and load up and put on front street. We can't depend on mainstream media, and we cannot depend on the People's National Party and media to do it. It also outlined several measures implemented to enhance service delivery, including the hiring of a dedicated biotechnology technician and support team to ensure timely machine servicing and diagnostic. And the PNP time, when the dialysis machine when them buy broke down, it put on and gather dust because the PNP couldn't pay no biotechnology technician to come and maintain the machine. Under the People's National Party, when the dialysis machine break down, it have to park up until they can go buy one new one. And in the meantime, the patients are sent to the PNP run facilities. Under Christopher Tufton, the hospital hired a biotechnology technician to maintain and support the system, to support the machine. Expanding dialysis hour to midnight with early openings and late closing, a system to reschedule miss sessions with 24 to 20 within 24 hours, and a policy ensuring that an on-call team is always scheduled to manage emergencies. You hear that? You hear that? We're going up a Yui in the dialysis department. Eh? If the Gleaner never put out that fake news here and the propaganda news here, we want to hear from Miss Kerry and see further down in the article, Dr. Bruce rollout. Meanwhile, UWI Medical Chief of Staff and Consultant Neurosurgeon Dr. Carl Bruce said our dialysis unit has doubled its service offering in the last few years in response to national need. Want to hear that? Want to hear that? Want to hear what Dr. Bruce said? UWI has doubled. They have doubled their service within the last couple of years to meet the needs of the Jamaican people. We remain deeply committed to patient-centered care, safety, and service expansion. While we welcome feedback, we also stand by integrity, investment, and quality of the renal service we offer. And by the way, disclaimer, this is when you know you're me a cuss doctor and a Dr. Bruce me a talk. Because Dr. Bruce is a highly respected, renowned doctor. And that man is not political. That man is for service and that man is for country. He's one of the most successful and respected doctor in our country. Him no have on a party color. Him no see color. Him walk across both political aisle and him work for the people of Jamaica. Because Dr. Bruce not have to Jamaica work, you know. When you read Dr. Bruce CV, him not have to pay UWI. Dr. Bruce can work anywhere in any medical facility in the United States of America. As a matter of fact, in any country. Because Dr. Bruce come highly qualified, extremely qualified. Top of the top. Dr. Bruce in the same class like Dr. Clark. Dr. Bruce and Dr. Clark in the same category. So in the Africa Jamaica work. So when them man speak, them man have integrity. So we can believe him when he speak. But the People's National Party come retaliate paper Gleaner. Them no work with facts. Yes, Kurt, me never did that come tonight, but when me see the follow-up story from the Gleaner, when me see the follow-up story from the Gleaner from the dialysis machine, Kirk, me did have to talk to my people them tonight And make the people of Jamaica know say, when you hear me come attack and I cuss out the PNP doctor them, me nah, I don't like say me I come because me a labor right. Me I come because me know say them wicked. We know that they're undermining and sabotaging the healthcare sector for their own personal benefit. We know that, and here is the evidence. Here is the evidence. The CEO at you had to put out a statement, including Dr. Bruce, and set the record straight, and then shame and post the article. 21 dialysis machine active functioning at the University of the Hospital as we speak. 21. And the unit is open, and the facility open for 24 hours. And the machines are being maintained. The last I then checked them at the 5th of April. We cannot depend on the People's National Party. And we cannot depend on the Comrade Gleaner. And we cannot leave everything to Minister Tufton because he handful him have whole heap of things to do. So us as supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, when we turn on with camera sometime, these are some of the things we need to highlight. I will not talk to no family member in the diaspora. Send them article here to them. Send these articles to them. Because sometimes if you listen to the people in the diaspora, you think say Jamaica no hospital. If you listen to some of the runaway comrades them in the diaspora, you think say Jamaica no hospital, them bring down, them tear down. And I will continue to say that is not the hospital or the government is the problem. It's the persons working in the facilities, especially the PNP doctors. And I'm very, very happy that the hospital came out today and set the record straight. I mean, know enough people don't really read the article because Jamaican people don't like read. They only look on the headline and run with it. We're not a reading country. They're not a reading country. One thing, we don't like read. We run with headline. We run with sound bite and tweets. That is how our country run. Headlines, sound bites and tweet. We don't really work with the reading. The reading is one of our strongest suit. And I realize that the People's National Party don't like when we talk about the 18.5 years of Percival. But we will never allow our generation or any other generation to forget how Percival tear down with country and mash up with country. Because if Percival they built 2 hospitals in the 18.5 years, we would have been far advanced. So we will never forget. We will never forget how Percival mashed up the country, balloon the debt. He did not build not one single hospital. And speaking of hospital, finally, the health center in all England is being renovated. A long time the people, the labor right in all England, has sent message to me now. Long time the labor right now all England. I said, Munchi, you know much time we ask Mr. Chin and we need the health center because some people do not want to travel to Mayday and some people do not want to travel to Mandeville. They want access to the health center. So I want to thank the Minister of Health and the ministry and the government for allocating the funds to renovate the All England Health Center. The All England Health Center will be renovated and put in new equipment, new water system, everything right across the board. First class, top class, and the people of All England. I'm telling you something. A whole heap of people live down at All England, down at Ellen Street, down at Windsor Forest. Whole heap of PNP people down there now. And when PNP in a power, then don't ask PNP for nothing. When Mark Stewart was there, when the other man did the health center did barely a function. And as Mr. Chin got there, they want road, they want water, they want health center, they want everything. And I agree. I agree. It is the duty of the member of parliament to advocate for the things for them. But they wanted every single thing. Well, finally, the health center will be renovated and new equipment, new interior, new seating arrangement and everything, waiting areas and everything for the people of all England and the surroundings. So I want to thank the government for that, because actually the People's National Party never invest in the people in South Manchester. South Manchester has been voting for the People's National Party for 40 years. And when you drive past the health center, when you drive past the community center, when you look on the road, no development in South Manchester. Absolutely not even a football field for the people that run pan red dirt, for dirty up their foot bottom down at South Manchester. Nothing is there. And the people of South Manchester has been voting for the People's National Party for over 40 years. So I'm calling on the people of South Manchester tonight to give Mr. Ives a chance. Give Mr. Ives a chance to continue the work. You know, say Mr. Chin never do go on good, and I don't agree, because I saw where Mr. Chin has fixed more roads than any other PNP member of parliament. Mr. Chin, Robert Chin, has fixed more road for the people of South Manchester than 4 PNP member of parliament combined. But you know, move him on, so no one Mr. Ives, work with Mr. Ives, come together with Mr. Ives, and let us fix up South Manchester once and for all. You know, say water no problem. The greater Mandeville water. When I pass through Pepperway there, I see where them block off the road, and them the water system is being improved and been worked on. Back in a PNP time, you know, South Manchester was a dump. All grass and red dirt. And when you drive through some areas in South Manchester, you see how much car mart are put up, how much restaurant are put up, how much other businesses open up. And now we can see that the people of South Manchester is finally seeing how some of them tax money are spent thanks to Mr. Chin. We do not elect Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting just want a safe PNP seat so he can go town, go sit down. Stick to the member of parliament who come from the parish, who have business in the parish, who have his family in the parish. We can walk go here, go look for him when no want something. Vote for a member of parliament who want to know when they are evening time. Do not put in Mark Jefferson Golding and Peter Bunting. When Peter Bunting win in Ghana town, go sit down. When Peter Bunting win, we do not take on yai him back. Same thing when do the people of Central Manchester, and same thing him go do the people of South. Right now, you know much housing project. Me see I go up in a South Manchester. You know much housing project. Me see what things are going for the parish. Do not allow the parish to be set back by Peter Bunting. Run him out of town. Run him out of town and come together and elect Mr. Ives. He's from the parish. His family is here. His business is here. He goes to church here. He went to school here. Stick with Mr. Ives. Make Peter Bunting go on back to town. So the health center is being renovated as we speak. Sorry, yeah, the health center. The community center will be renovated as well. And the government is looking to put in internet in the health center, where we can have evening school, where kids can come and do them homework, and persons who don't have no internet at them house can come to the health center and go to the homework center and use internet, free internet from the government. That is in the works for the people of all England. For the people of Windsor Forest, water will be coming because we know water on a problem. So the government already invest in the water project, and the water will come right across the up South Manchester. And also the community tanks will be fixed up, refurbished. All the community tank we down at Windsor Forest, that community tank is going to be assessed, and we're going to see if we go either we need to lick down the tank there and put up a new tank, or if we can fix it up. So water is coming to Windsor Forest very, very soon. To the people of Newfield, who already have water, what the government is, what the ministry and of water is looking to do is to regularize the program, because let me tell you something, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of you like to thief water, you know. You don't want water, but you do not want to pay. And somebody have to pay no free meal. No free meal. So the National Water Commission is going to come through Newfield and run water house to house. No more community tank and a community pipe and a standpipe. Gone are the days when people have put bad pan in and go wash a community. People have running water in their homes. Because when you go through South Manchester, you know, nobody not living in a Wackland house again, you know. The people them are living in a nice house. So the people them want water in their house. The people them want water in their house. And when you drive through the roads, PNP councillor them, the PNP councillor them down at New England, down at Ellen Street, down at Windsor, all through South Manchester, them now do absolutely nothing with the taxpayer money. We don't know what them are do with it. Nothing is being done in South Manchester by the People's National Party. And when you ask the people of South Manchester, why do you continue to vote for the PNP? Oh, you know, so that piece of road here, so, and Michael Manley did give that piece of road here from the 1980s, 1970s. Really? That's the only reason why I want to vote for PNP? No more development in the parish? No more development in the community? We need to do better, man. We need to do better. So guys, as I said before, I never come to stay long. I come to talk about the follow-up story. For those of us who just joined, I came to talk about the follow-up story with the toilet paper gleaner bring to the Camille. Because remember, the day before, they bring one patient complaining about the quality of the dialysis unit at UWI, and the head of University of the Hospital came out swinging along with Dr. Bruce, telling the people of Jamaica that the University of the Hospital have 21 working, functioning dialysis machine. 21 dialysis machine at the University of the Hospital, plus 3 of them is being maintained. They also told the country that the dialysis unit is open for 24 hours. They also told the country that the last time the equipment was maintained was on April 5th. They also told the country that no one get turned back whether they have money or not. So I came to say that these are the things we need to highlight for ourselves. We cannot depend on nobody else to do it for us, because we know how the saboteurs them work. Only negative things coming out of the paper. Only negative things. Never in my lifetime have there been 21 dialysis machines in any government facility. Never in my lifetime since me born in the 1980s have there been any dialysis machine at our University of the West Indies, not to mention public. 21 working dialysis machine at the University of the Hospital, and the Gleaner put out stories say the people them are dead and now no dialysis machine to get them their service, to get them treatment. Wicked set of people, the Gleaner. Wicked set of people, the Gleaner. All the Gleaner do, I wake up a morning time and look around and which negative story them put out about the Prime Minister and about the country. Never. And the person them who born before me, them can call me and confirm it. There have never been a time in Jamaica when we have 21 functioning dialysis unit at our public health facility. Never in any time in history. And the article said, people, that we have 21 working, functioning dialysis unit at the University Hospital of the West Indies. 3 of them are fixed now. So in all, we would have 24. That has never happened under the People's National Party. As a matter of fact, under the People's National Party, when you have kidney problem, you just stay home and dead. Remember in a food town where I grew up, we just see people belly get big and they say, I don't breed them, and we look, we see them dead. You don't remember when we grew up in the back in the days, Camille, when you used to see people walk around them big belly, and they used to say, you know, same belly big, I don't breed him. Then time their kidney problem, the people them used to have, but there were no dialysis unit to help them, to filter them blood for them to live. You tell me if I lie, me I tell. Come in, you tell me if I lie, me I tell. You remember when we grew up in the 90s, and we used to see people belly just a swell front of them, so, and people used to say, then either the people used to say, the people over them, or a dopey breed them. You don't remember? One lady in my community, they have the same problem. And she go how much obia man and say, obia people, obia are. Then time she was having kidney failure. There were no dialysis unit to help poor people under Percival time. And in a push of time, only one machine they had on ward 4. Only one single machine they had on ward 4 in a push of time. And now, under Tufton and Andrew Holness, 21 functioning dialysis unit at the University Hospital of the West Indies. 21. That is a big deal. And we never trust none. These units were purchased with our tax dollars. And they are being maintained. They are being maintained. The head of the hospital said they have a staff designated for the maintenance of the machine. A 24-hour staff who they can call. And the unit, the place open for 24 hours all through the night. Poor people can go and get their treatment. That has never happened under Percival Noel James Pattison. Never. Never happened, Camille, in a full time when we grew up in a Percival. We just see people, we did that with a family member, we just see family members start grow, belly start grow. And they used to say, adopt breed them and they run Ghana Obia man down a garden town, done all of their money in a Obia man because they thought that there were big Obia people that work Obia upon them. Then time they had a kidney fail them and they did not know. Number one, they couldn't go back to go get no diagnosis, you know. Because remember, they cannot afford to go. They can't afford to go to the hospital under Percival. So when them belly start grow, then Ghana Obia man. And the Obia man tell him, say, yeah man, your neighbor drop something in your door and take their money. Then tell the people in kidney fail and they never know. And the people in kidney fail and they never know. They did not have any dialysis unit in a Percival time to help poor people to live longer. No, under Andrew Holness government, kidney failure is not a death sentence. Kidney failure is not a death sentence under Andrew Michael Holness. You can go to the hospital and get a dialysis treatment, and if you're really, really sick, you can get admitted and get proper treatment. Under Percival, we not even know what the word renal mean. How much I want to know that anybody who no go to school like me, I like me attack the dunce people that want to go to school with me. How many of you know that renal and what the word renal mean? How much I want to know under Percival time? How many of you know the word renal and dialysis? Who will tell we? Who forget the word from? We never know the word. Because that word never exists under Percival time. There's not one person in my parish where used to go down and say, me can't get my dialysis. Never. Me never see somebody come pambus with me and me ask them when I go and they say, no, you me are going to munch because me will get me treatment for me kidney failure. I me never see it. It was unheard of. And under Andrew Michael Holness, the government has invested billions in the healthcare sector of our country. In every area, you can know we have CAT scan machine, we have dialysis machine, we have every type of machine at University of the Hospital purchased and maintained by the Andrew Holness administration. You can go there, go do any little test. The only reason why you have to wait so long, as I keep saying, is because of the PNP doctors who want to send it down halfway through the road, across the road, on the left-hand side. And anytime we get rid of them PNP doctor, then man, we in a business. Anytime we get rid of them saboteurs doctor, they in the system, the country in a business. Because it is no matter what the PNP want to say, them cannot deny that the health sector is better under Andrew Michael Holness. Improve a lot. Not to mention the NHF. You don't know how much money pensioners pay for their medication under the NHF program once you reach 65 or 60. Who can type in the chat and tell me how much money you think the pensioners 60 and up pay for the medication under the NHF program? Because if you follow the PNP, then tell us that nothing now go on in the country. Anybody can tell me $100. $100 lifestyle, and some of them get it for free. Depend on the age group. And the persons who don't reach 60 yet, the highest amount of money them pay are $800 and $600 with an NHF card. And them have 31 medication on the NHF, including cancer medication. Diabetes, hypertension, every one of them at the NHF. But the PNP would have you to believe that nothing now go on in the country. While we're the over American and then first world country, they can't even go to hospital if they don't have a health card. If they're in Florida, they can't even go to hospital in Florida. None of them are run come to Jamaica now, come take advantage of our health sector. None of them are come to Jamaica right now and come use our hospitals. And they live a foreign, first world country, they live, and they can't go to hospital in Florida. They can't go hospital in Texas. No red state, them a butter. Them a drop like fly. Yeah, if you have diabetes free, hypertension. But if you follow the PNP and the PNP-led media, you would think said nothing now go on in Jamaica. No, you can go to the public health facility and you can do your pap smear for free. One hour when we live in a diaspora, type in a chat and tell me how much money for the pap smear in New York or Florida. How much money for do your pap smear in New York or in Florida? How much money for do your prostate in Florida? How much money for do your mammogram in Florida? And we can do all of this for free in Jamaica. See, Bridget said $250 US. We can do all of it. And when the All England Health Center is renovated, they might go to pap smear down there, they might go to mammogram down there, they might go to protest down there, they might go test for hypertension down there. All of them something they want to use to go down in a Mandeville go do. These things can be done at the health center when it is renovated. When the All England Health Center is renovated a couple of months from now, the people in a south down that side don't have to head into Mandeville. All of these things will be offered at the health center down at All England. We don't have to warn ourselves because down at Mandeville Regional go sit down and bench all day. When the health center is upgraded, properly upgraded with seating area, properly upgraded with proper bathroom facility, proper waiting area, proper place with dentists. Dentists are gonna come there on Thursday, come check for your teeth because no for you know sometime when you know like go down in the town. So they're gonna have a day designated where the dentist is gonna come to the health center and we can get no dental work done at the All England Health Center. When the health center is completed, the dentist is going to come there. And all of this is possible because of Andrew Michael wholeness. Don't get it twisted. And someone will say, in a matter where Andrew do, I will tax dollar I might use. So and a fee money he might use. So one never ask Percival when do it for no tax dollar in the 18.5 years. Since it's so easy and the government are using tax dollar to do it, what did Percival do with our tax dollar under the 18.5 years? Under the 18.5 years of Percival, Noel James Pattison, what did he do with our tax dollars? Since when I see a tax dollar Andrew are used, what Percival use it doing at the 18.5 years? All of this is possible because of the government of Andrew Michael wholeness. Because how they run the economy, how we pay down the debt, how we know that we can free up more money to use to do other things. We never run with it. We never give people much $1 million card into Mark Golding for people buy food. We didn't do that. We invest in infrastructure. We invest in the upliftment of our country. Pilot, you know no sense in a pilot. You not no sense at all. You look like you drop out of school from grade 3. You not have no sense at all. Because when we see PNP people talk about time come, and when you ask them, say, what did Mark Golding mean when he said, when he farm government, him and a bunch of tapanaris go farm government? They can't answer that, but yet still time come. Time come for the continuation of good governance. Time come for Andrew Holness continue to fix the economy. Time come for Dr. Blake continue to bring down crime. Time come for Minister Tufton continue to upgrade the health facility. At that time come for. Time come for Minister Morgan continue with the REACH program and the SPARK program. That is what time come for. We don't have no time for Mark Golding and the People's National Party. We don't have no time for Mark Golding and the People's National Party. You know, you our Prime Minister say when you don't want to go be here. You do not be tricked. Do not be tricked by impossible dreams. Do not be tricked by pie in the sky. The People's National Party cannot make your life better because that the PNP now have a track record of performance. And by the way, I don't know if you know see this on TikTok, but the taxi association people them have a question for ask Michael Phillips. And I want to ask him too. Michael, me never come for you tonight in about 2 minutes already. Make me just ask you. The Taxi Association of Jamaica, the people them who Darrell Vaz give the route or give the new route them. Want ask you say if the PNP plan to take back the route from them if they win government. Because they say when time the PNP win the government, win the election, when they remember one of the two, Mr. Millwood. So they might take sleep, mark that. You know, PNP, you know, say people are opening up their eye pound now. You know, say Jamaican people are opening up their eye pound now. The taxi men them ask Michael Phillips say, If when the PNP farm government, them are going to take back the road from them what Darrell Vaz give them because they saw that the PNP did that to Mr. Millwood when the PNP win the election. And that is a very, very important question. They are calling on you, Michael Phillips, to come out and address them. You know, see, the Jamaican people, nah, turn idiot again like back in the days. See, I'm like how the people them ask Mark Gold and say, where the money gonna come from to build the $2 million housing trust houses? And the people of Jamaica is asking Mark Gold and say, where the money gonna come from to do all the free things here? The taxi man, them ask him, love, and me upon TikTok, me see it. Upon TikTok, me see it. So me just tell you this, me just bring the message in case you don't see it. People are open up their eyes to now. The people know so no empty barrel. The people know so no empty barrel. And what are we the Prime Minister at show the PNP? Come here, Prime Minister. You're not easy when you're ready, you know. You're not easy, you know, my Prime Minister. What are we? You don't a man to go be a drink back. I drink tap water, eh? You're not afraid the belly hurt you. You're not afraid the belly hurt the Prime Minister. What are we a god on a man to go be a gun drink pipe water? You didn't, you know, hear Jesse James and the PNP say the water no good and the water having fecal matters in it. You know, here, Prime Minister. You and the one Samuda. God don't a man to go be a gun drink dirty water. You know, he's in a Prime Minister. Wanna see the video? Wanna see the video with the Prime Minister turn the back up in head? Our Prime Minister not easy, you know, what a troll. What a troll. My Prime Minister said this is tap water. This is water from the NWC and my Prime Minister take a sip. Why the PNP? My Prime Minister beat on bad. My Prime Minister beat on very, very bad. You don't have the answer. You don't have the answer to my Prime Minister. My beat on bad. And again, me see the toilet paper gleaner in closing. Guys, me can't believe so make me pass one half an hour. The toilet paper gleaner again come out. And I talk about the government. And I criticize the government for calling the ECJ to the committee. But if you read this, me ask people, read the story properly. Because nowhere in the story, the PNP has said the government have break the constitution or it is illegal, you know. You hear the word that I use? Improper. Improper. Is being improper a crime? Is being, me never know say, when improper become a crime. Eh? The boy, I mean, I know, but me say, guys, we have the PNP and a chokehold now, you know. If you don't realize now, we have the PNP and the heavy manners now. Everywhere the PNP turn, Maka joke them. Everywhere the PNP, you know, see Dr. Poison gone back in his shed. You know, see Dr. Poison gone back in his canoe, gone lie down. Not a word from Dr. A 2 week, no, me no hear from Dr. Poison. Gone back in a canoe. When I hear nothing from him, I don't hear from Marky Jefferson General from when? 1 week, no, me no hear from Marky General. Look like in Gamba, gone plant some lime and date and for come with. The PNP, they on the back foot. The People's National Party, they on the back foot. And but we need to steer on the ground because Blue Dot will be going back in the fields next month. Labor right, we no stay upon the ground and do house to house. We know much labor right call me and say, Munchi, you know, say me never know, say, Mitchell a plan to privatize the market. Me say, yes. We know much people from Central Manchester call me and say, Munchi, me never know, say, me say, yes. The mayor is planning to privatize the market and you guys will have to pay to enter the market, pay the water bill and pay the light bill and pay to maintain the market. They say, we never know. Me say, yes. They say, thanks, Munchi. Me say, yes. Because they say they never know. House to house, door to door. Stay on the ground. Stay upon the ground. Blue that is going to come around and do a poll. Stay upon the ground, labor right. If there ever a time when we must come together as a party, the time is now. Put with differences aside and stay upon the ground. And sure, you never hear say the mayor plan for privatize the market in Amandeville. You never hear public-private partnership where the private man are going to put on the capital and run the place until he make back in profit. You never hear. You stay there. You stay there. Stay on the ground. We cannot afford to lose the momentum. Stay on the ground. House to house, door to door, spread the word. The PNP have nothing new coming with. Nothing. When it comes to crime, Dr. Blake have that lack. I want the PNP to come out and tell the country that if the PNP farm government, them are going to keep Dr. Blake. I want Peter Bunting to assure the country, say, if God forbid, because they say them are going to win, they say time come and they win. Are you guys going to make Dr. Blake stay as the commissioner? Because we know when the PNP farm government, a PNP people then give work and they send God foreign for them PNP friend to give the work to them not really care about crime. The country is finally on the right path. The country is finally, crime is down, unemployment is down, business apathy is up. The country is finally in the right direction. We cannot allow to turn over our country to market general and in bunch of tapanaris. That would be detrimental to our country. So now that the momentum is with us and we are people that talk about we are the talk of the town, stay upon the ground. Stay upon the ground because we have the PNP on the back foot. Door to door, vote by vote, one by one. The PNP cannot tell the people of Jamaica how they are going to improve the health sector if they farm government, because every single PNP tapanaris have a private health facility somewhere in the country. All over Kingston and St. Andrew, the PNP tapanaris and the PNP doctor, them open in private practice. All across Manchester, the PNP doctor, them and the PNP tapanaris, them open private health facility. All through Montego Bay, St. James, the PNP doctor, them have their private health facility. All through St. Catherine, right across Portmore and Spanish Town, the PNP doctor, them open their private health facility. So the PNP will privatize health care in our country if we ever make the mistake and put in back the People's National Party. Remember, they said them go have affordable health care, you know. Remember, they said them go have affordable health care, you know. What is affordable health care? Anything to do with affordable, that means cash. Anything to do with affordable health care, that means cash. The Jamaica Labour Party are free health care. There's a difference between free and affordable. The PNP is offering affordable health care. Andrew Holness is offering free health care. Big difference. Big difference. Yes. We cannot run the risk when it comes to crime, when it comes to the economy, when it comes to health care. We need strong hands and strong leadership at the helm, especially when we have one sick head up in the White House. Especially when we have a bipolar president known as President Trump. We need steady hand on the ship right now. We cannot turn over our country to the People's National Party. non-progressive party. And now that the government is now finally, and this has been my call from the day I come on social media 2 years ago. The people who want to follow me on TikTok know this. Me always say the Jamaica Labour Party's strongest base is in rural Jamaica. Anybody who used to follow me back in a TikTok time knows me talk about this every single time. Our voter them there in a rural Jamaica, and we need to look at them. So now when Mr. Darrell Vast turn him eyes in a rural Jamaica, I am happy and I am proud because finally the Jamaica Labour Party are pay attention and the government. Don't get me wrong, we have seats in an urban area, we have seats in a Kingston, but the seats in Kingston normally vote for who them vote for. Them don't normally swing. The reason why Central Kingston turn them back on the PNP is because the people of Central Kingston tired to use plastic bag. The people of Central Kingston tired of the crime. That is why they now look on the PNP. But different from that, Kingston normally vote for who them vote for, and they don't normally switch. The rural part of Jamaica is where the people them look to the Jamaica Labour Party for upliftment, for help, for prosperity. The farmers. Now I saw where Minister Green said that now farmers will get concession to bring in some different type of trucks in the country. Thank you, Minister Green, because that has been the call from the farmer as well. And you need to give them concession for bringing small tractors as well. Give them a 20% concession, Minister Green, to bring in little small mini tractors as well. Thank you, Minister Green. Yeah, listen. You are listen, Minister Green. The farmers needed that concession to bring in equipment to work on their farms. So I saw a post from Minister Green on TikTok where he said that the government now giving concession to the farmers to bring in some other different type of vehicle. I hope you add the little tractor them to it, to Minister. Add the tractors to it as well. Trust me. It will work. More people will pivot to farming if they can get the equipment. And nobody really want to lift no pick again in a Minister. I tell you the truth. The young people don't really want to lift no. Let me tell you something. I know me love tell you nothing, but me tell you something. Me have a little piece of land, me can plant some things in my yard, But me no really want pay nobody to do it for me, and me no want to do it myself. But if me know one little man with one little tractor can come do it for me, me pay him to come do it for me, one little equipment. So it is a good thing. More people will do more small farming, and more people will do more backyard farming, Minister, if they have the equipment to do it. The Gen Z, them not nasty up their nails, Minister. The Gen Z, they not sit down in no sun. Allow the small farmers to bring in some equipment from China. And trust me, Minister, you cannot lose on that. That is the way to go. And I saw where you start doing it. Do more, Minister. More things. Rather waste of time, Shane. Rather waste of time. And rather me talk. Rather waste of time. Rather waste of time. And this what the minister do is better. Allow the farmers. Because let me tell you another thing before me leave. I don't know if you not pay attention on TikTok from 2 days now on the algorithm. You not see the amount of Chinese video where we see manufacturers from China are turn up our For You page and our algorithm. You not see them. Me wonder if me alone see them. For those of us who are frequent on TikTok, you not see how the Chinese them are take over with algorithm. You not see them? Maybe I'm alone see them. Maybe I'm alone see them, guys. Maybe you know, all right, you know, look. Now that I point it out to you, go back, go look. For the past 2 days, every other video I scroll on China, on the TikTok, China manufacturers are showing us that they are the ones that are manufacturing the high-end bags and the high-end shoes and the things that the American market. You not see them? Yes. Me know so you see them. all over TikTok. As you move to a video, you see where they tell we say, and we make the shoes them for Louis Vuitton, you know, and we make the Gucci this, you know, and we are make the Lululemon, you know. This is the factory that is making them, and we're making them for $10, and we're making. China is not reaching out to us to do business with us. Let us take advantage of that, minister. Let us take advantage of that. China is now cutting out the middleman. You not see it? Exactly, Kirk. Exactly, Kirk. China is removing the middleman. Let us jump on that. Let me tell you now another thing. A lot of us sit down about, oh, nothing nah one, and government nah this and government nah that. Go and look on TikTok. China is now removing the middleman. You can call the supplier in a China and get the equipment, and them even set up for you, then deliver it to the Senate, to Jamaica, to you. They want to do direct shipping from the manufacturer in China to Jamaica. You jump on that. Jump on that with ease. The Chinese government is trying to get around the tariff. Yes, why our government go look? When you look, when you go on TikTok, they must show you, say, this is the factory that make the shoes for Nike. You understand? So what they want us to do and other country to do is to touch base with the manufacturer, and them will send it directly to the country to eliminate the United States of America. You know, jump on that. Jump on that, and minister, see if you can get some little, and that minister, the farmers, and rather see if you can get some more equipment to help the farmers. Look here, I don't know what is the function of RADA, to be honest, you know. I don't know what is the function of RADA. Because to me, I think RADA should be the one that bringing the equipment in the country to help the farmers. I don't really think it's the minister who really out there saying these things. You know. I think RADA is supposed to be the one that is going to China and to get to sign agreement with manufacturers to bring tractors and other high-end equipment in the country to help the farmers. I don't really think a minister like green if you do this, you know. What is the purpose of RADA? What is the purpose of RADA, Shirley? What is RADA mandate? Somebody can tell me? What is RADA mandate? I think RADA should be the one that goes to China. Try to get a deal with China so we can import equipment for the farmers to use. What do you think? Because the farmers in America, they don't really use and do not, you know, even when they reap them crop, when they reap them cabbage, all of them things, equipment they use, nobody is using hands anymore. So I am here thinking, Shireen, that RADA should be the one to go to China and to get these equipment, whether we buy them or we trust them or whatever we want, and bring them in the country so the farmers in this parish can get the equipment to use. We're not talking about the one Jamaica to stop import food. We can't stop import food if we cannot mass produce. We cannot stop import food if it costs more to plant in Jamaica. We have to bring down the cost, and in order for us to bring down the cost, we have to use equipment. In order for Jamaica to be self-sustainable, people can't pick nothing with their hand. People can't draw no carrot out of ground. People can't cut no cabbage with a knife. We need to go to China and get the equipment to work and do mass production. That is all we're going to feed ourselves. That is how we are going to feed ourselves. And you know, somebody point out to me and tell me, say, Kirk, the reason why the sugar industry went under, one of the reasons One of the reasons, that's not the only reason, let me be clear. One of the reasons why the farming industry go down is because the union them and the cane cutter them did not want to pivot to machine. I don't know if I true because I never have no cane cutter in East Rural St. Andrew. But somebody pointed it out to me and said, Munchi, one of the reasons why the sugar industry went under is because the union and the sugar cutters did not want to put on their machete. They never want to put on their machete. And nowhere in the world, people are cut sugar cane with them, and maybe only in Barbados. And Barbados only produce enough sugar to feed themselves. And the cane cutters in Jamaica did not want to put on their machine, and that is why that is one of the reasons why the sugar industry went under. Because it costs more to cut the cane with hand. And nowhere else in the world people are cut cane with their hand with machete anymore. They have the equipment who go through and cut the cane and tear off the piece of bush and fling it up in the truck. We need to pivot. Minister Green, you're young, you're smart, you're innovative. You need to make rather know say we need to tell our farmers now the time has come for us to start use equipment on our farm. And for the people who are doing terrace farming, we need to tell the people who are farm on the hill, teach them how to terrace farming. The time come for we stop use and that is why young people are interested in a farming, because I tell you say the young people then prefer to go beg on TikTok than go in a farm because nobody not going to no sun. So in our next term, Minister Tufton, Minister Fly Green, in our next term, I expect rather some reform need to go on in our third term. What is rather mandate? Rather mandate is only if you give out things when the government give them if you give. We don't need that. What we need that for? What we need a whole department, agriculture department, just to give out seed and to give out fertilizer and to give out tank. We don't need that. We don't need that. Rather need to go into the field and help farmers to mass produce. Mass production. Identify the government land. Help the farmers with the equipment. And send them on their merry way. I will lock down rather. Because I don't know what is rather mandate. I don't know what is rather mandate. Because I can't believe say, in 2025, farmers still a complain say they have no equipment for work on their farm. Come on, man. We need to know that time come now if we stop. But we are better with self with machete and with hoe and with picker. Not when China have those equipment for us to use. Not when China have so many things. Chinese people no farm with their hand. America people no farm with their hand. The Colombians no farm with their hand. The Brazilians no farm with their hand. Only we alone are talk about how we want to be so self-sustainable and we are farm with our hand. That is impossible. That is impossible to cut down our import bill when we are farm with our hand. We can't compete. We cannot compete. We have to pivot. And the government have a whole heap of land. When you touch upon the PJ Patterson Highway, land galore. And all me see go upon the land and be a concrete. We cannot continue to put concrete on the farming land. When we go down Westmoreland, guys. And when me turn down into the place where I tell you, say me go, I don't remember, I can look, I write it down. The place name. When me turn down into Whitehorn. When me turn off of the Ferris main road and me turn down into Whitehorn, guys. Two sides of land when me hear say they government used to plant sugar pan. Empty. farming land go straight down from both sides. We should be farming on these lands. What rather do? Acres and acres of farmland when you turn into white horn. On both sides. We should be farming on these lands. I'm here telling you, say, if you don't bring the equipment in the country, I'll me with a farm. What if we female, retired female with their yard, we say we are housewife, would go farm if we don't bring in the equipment. We can't take this son and we can't manage it with we hand. But if we don't bring in the equipment, a lot of female will start with some farming to minister. Trust me. Trust me, a lot of us female person would lease government land and farm if we have the equipment to farm. We can't bother if you pay a man money if you come and work 3 days, if you come plow down land, and then we don't see him the next 2 days until next week he come again while grass grow back on the land. If we not bring in the equipment, minister, a lot of us housewives where their yard sit down now nothing to do. We would have go find something to do. We would have moved to farming as well. I like me with their yard sit down now do nothing. Me would have go farm. Come here have the equipment. Me would have go plant sweet pepper. So, minister, you need to look into that now and rather need reform. I don't know what is the purpose of rather, but as far as me, the only thing rather do is give out things. And maybe they help farmers to get market and then give them Irish potato seed. Me not say rather, I don't know nothing else. See, Jem say, Jem would have farm. Wife style politics says she would have farm. What if Papa would have farm? What if the woman do not more than we would have come off a TikTok and go find something to do? A lot of us would have come off a TikTok and go find something to do, minister, if we have the equipment to farm. Come on, minister, come on. Bring in the equipment in the country and let we go up on the government land and make we farm and make we turn up the thing as far as farming is concerned. Bring in the equipment, lot of government, lot of sugar land all over the place, UDC land all over the place. Bring in the equipment and let it go up and we will farm. We will revise the agriculture industry in our country. Yes, minister. When the prime minister put you in the position, Minister Green, I was very, very proud, and I had high hopes for you. I still have high hopes for you, minister. Because I know you're hardworking. So that's why I tell you tonight. I tell you tonight, minister, concession and equipment to work on the farm, and rather can rather executive where they get $millions of dollars, we don't know what the rather executive do can buy one ticket and go down to China and go to the factory and say, listen to me, I'm here on behalf of the country of Jamaica and this is what we're looking. See if we can strike up a deal. We need tractors, we need this, we need that, we need Taranat what, and bring them in the country. That is what the rather should be doing. Yes, and we set up farmers market. Every community is supposed to have a farmers market. As long as we have the equipment, Leroy, we will farm. Me know that for a fact. Me come from a farming community with a farming grandmother. I know that how important it is for us to provide for ourselves. Me telling you the story already. Say me never start by crops until me come a town. Me never know the price of tomato until me move to town. Me used to when me used to there St. Andrew, me used to cut up tomato salad with black pepper, salt, and like coconut oil, and eat it with tough crackers. That and saltfish, sorry. That nice. We don't know if we never eat that yet, that a St. Andrew thing. My grandmother used to make that. Salad with saltfish, black pepper, and a little coconut. I mean, I talk vegetable oil, coconut oil, and you spin up that. And you put that on one tough crackers. One nice so. Right now, I think about it. Me feel like say me want go buy a couple salad tomorrow and eat some. Yes, with red herring to shade. My grandmother used to do that. And I never buy. Me used to buy the tomato. A freak. I used to have that girl low up on our farm. And that me grow up on. You see all broccoli. You see all broccoli. We eat broccoli for breakfast when me I grow up. My grandmother used to plant that. And we used to eat broccoli for breakfast when me I grew up. You see all cabbage, pop chow. Breakfast, we eat that. I told me can learn say egg and bread at breakfast. I told me can learn say egg and bread at breakfast. When me there St. Andrew with my grandmother, dumpling, banana, every different type of yam with greens. I told me can know about egg and bread. Town. I told me can know about cut one planting in a half and eat half. A tree planting we fry when we there St. Andrew, you know. A tree planting one we a fry. One will a breadfruit we a pick off our tree and roast. And a snack we eat breakfast. We eat breadfruit for now. Snacks. Not breakfast. Snack. If we feel hungry, one of my brother and my cousin they go pick a breadfruit and we roast it. Snacks. We eat breadfruit for when me I grow up. I told me can know about cut planting in a half. I told me can know about cut onion. Me not grew up so. Because my grandmother used to be a farmer. My grandfather used to be a farmer. And me grew up. Took them time me feel like me rich. Luxury. Plus my grandmother have her chicken pen, her egg pen, her goat pen, her cow pen. I told me can know hard life. We never know so we poor when we there St. Andrew. I told me can learn the word poor. I never know that word until me come an adult and come a town, come live. And none of my cousin them never know that. If you ask my cousin them, we never know poverty until we put our foot at town. We never know God bed hungry and ramen noodle until we come a town. We know a ramen noodle when we move to town and move for our own. Luxury we live in a St. Andrew, our grandmother make we live in a. Good life. Pot cook for breakfast. And when we do, lunch never used to cook, but we never mind because we say we have everything for our farm. Plus we have grapefruit, plus we have orange, plus we have mango. Everything for our farm. So whenever I used to cook, I remember if my grandma, no, so we used to cook lunch. But me tell you no. We have to go back. In order for us to go back to those days, we need to start our backyard farming. And in order for us to do that, me tell Minister Green, the Gen Z, them now going on no sun. So we have to make sure that we bring in the equipment so we can start farm again. You see a sweet pepper? A one wall of sweet pepper we are cook with a country, you know? One wall of sweet pepper. I told me can know say when a sweet pepper big, you must cut it in a half. I have never seen half a sweet pepper in my grandmother's fridge when me I grew up. Me not seen a half a sweet pepper, me not seen a half a tomato, and me not seen a half a onion. No half a nothing. One whole of sweet pepper. I told me can know about franks and egg and bread and ramen noodle. Me never know that when me I grew up. And me never know the word poor when me I grew up. I'm tell you no, and enough cousin me grow with and enough how we grow together in a one. So I'm not saying we was rich, but me never know about the word poverty and poor until Percival introduced it to me at town. We can go back to those days, Jamaica, but we have to make sure that people are the backyard farming. We have a whole heap of land put on where we can farm on. We just need to bring in the equipment to help with the farming, Minister. We can do it. We can do it. Where me I come from Westmoreland here, my husband, a mango season. Never see one mango pan tree. When we there St. Andrew in mango time, we wash with pot, turn it down mango time. Beefy, eerie, sweetie, every mango, sweetie, cumbro, every mango we have. And we garner mango bush, and we pick with mango, and we eat with mango for our lunch. We never used to cook no lunch. We eat with mango for our lunch. And then our grandmother cook a big pot of dinner for we. And we eat and full and gone away bed. We never know hard life. As much as Percival didn't mash up the country, because we live in a St. Andrew and live in a country, we never batter. We can go back to those days, minister, but we just need to bring in the equipment for the young people to start farming. And we don't have to add no little tax like what Dayton say. We don't have to put no little tax together. We just need to be smart. Put rather to work and then get the thing together. And we once the equipment is at rather, and so we must pay a little money for rent it, we will rent it. Once the equipment is there, I will go to me and Michelle and put sign up and say, me and Michelle, I'm here to rent this tractor for this amount a day. I'm here to rent this and pay me little money and rent my tractor. We don't want nothing for free. Just bring them into the country and we will rent them from the art from RADA. Me don't know if country people are still here. Then we are in a Spice Girl because a long time in a go country. A long time in a go country. And we know my mother, my grandmother, everybody left and gone. Again, was after a tiny young girl and growing up want to live at country again. But so me don't know if they still live so, to be honest. But farming still going up there. No, farming still going up there, man. Farming still going. But yeah. But anyway, guys. What are we telling us? I'm only attack for half an hour to carry me to 1 hour 39 minutes. Eh? Why am I telling you about Uno? But anyway, thank you so much for the support. Uno, please, 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 from the bottom of my heart, watch my video and re-watch my video and share my video in the family WhatsApp group. Share it all over the place. I mean, no fear facts. I mean, I come live tomorrow. I'm telling you, say, me I go up at Terry Long. Anybody who got Terry Long, Uno prepare for see me up there. We are going to walk around and we're going to do all ourselves up there. Our Prime Minister is going to be there and we're going to be there to support our Prime Minister. So please, tomorrow night and tomorrow when I wake up, while I clean in the bathroom, while I get ready for church, while I come on the picnic here, while I press uniform. Please, yes, Michael Portmore, please, please, please watch my video and re-watch my video and run up my watch hour and support my channel. And thank you so much. And to the Labourite in Western Westmoreland, all the best to you guys tomorrow. May the best man win and make sure that after the election is finished, we come together and win that seat for the Jamaica Labour Party. Comrades will be in Fitz. I lie. The comrades will be in Fitz seat tomorrow. Really? Me never see that. So them provocative. So where them I go over they go do? Fitz Jackson seat is a safe PNP seat. Where them I go over they go do? I mean, why not encounter with them, so that means when they never put me like a green flag on the car. I mean, if you want to encounter with them. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you. See you on TikTok tonight. Well, me I come over the con look. That is it. Me I can look tonight. So thank you so much, guys, and good night.